Hey everyone, I'm Chris and welcome back to another video. So before anything else, I would just like to ask people to subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications if you haven't already, because YouTube just changed their terms in their partnership program. So essentially they're making it very hard for small creators like me to survive on YouTube. And also I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who supported my channel so far. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so the very first thing I'd like to mention is the natural beauty of New Zealand. So just Google Fiordland National Park or Tongariro National Park and you'll know what I'm talking about. It's actually one of the reasons why people move here to experience the outdoors, and it's also part of the New Zealand tourism slogan, which is 100% pure New Zealand. New Zealand is a small country, so you can drive everywhere. There are two main islands, the North and the South Island, so in theory you can drive from end to end of New Zealand. For me personally, I live in Wellington, I live in the city, but the beach is only less than 10 minutes drive. There are hikes I can do around my area. There are actually like 3 hikes I can do in my area, and if I want to go snowboarding in the winter, I can just drive to the mountains, which is around 4 hours away. So not only New Zealand is stunning, but it's also very easy to explore. So that brings me to my next point, which is driving in New Zealand. So in this country, always drive on the left side of the road and the steering wheel is on the right side of the car. So this is actually very important to note because car accidents are caused by tourists who drive on the wrong side of the road, and there are only a handful of countries who drive on the left side, like New Zealand, Australia, the UK, India, and some countries in Africa. So if you're a tourist, please read the road rules, familiarize yourself with the giveaway rules in New Zealand, and familiarize yourself with roundabouts. So what is a roundabout? Exactly. It doesn't exist. There's actually no tipping culture here in New Zealand, and service is actually faster, and I'm going to explain why. In a typical tipping country, this is the setup. You go to a restaurant, you go to the host, and you wait to be seated. So once you're in your seats, you wait for a waiter. He's gonna introduce himself, give you the menu, you pick what you want to eat, and you wait for the waiter again to take your orders. So you wait for your food. Once you're finished eating, you wait again for the waiter to ask for the bill, and he brings you the bill. If you pay in cash, that might be the end of it, but if you pay in a card, you might have to wait again. So there's a lot of waiting in this setup. In New Zealand, a typical setup is like this. You go to a restaurant, you go straight to the cashier, you order your food, and then you pay. The waitress will give you a number and you find yourself a seat. You wait for your food, and once you're finished eating, you're welcome to leave because you've already paid and you don't have to tip the waitress. You can live in New Zealand without cash, and the magic word is Paws. So Paws is the electronic system here in New Zealand, so you pay either debit or credit with just one card, and you can also use this card for online purchases. You can use this anywhere. You can use this at the supermarket, to pay for your movie, to pay for your parking spot. Even small pop-up business have Paws. For our transportation, we have another card for that you can use at the bus or the train. So again, you don't have to carry cash. The only place I can think of that requires cash is the farmer's market, but even some vendors at the farmer's market have Paws, not all of them, so you still need cash for some of them. I really like this system because it's convenient, it's fast. I'm used to not carrying cash at all now, and in the chance that you lose your wallet, you're not going to lose cash because you're not carrying cash in the first place, and the only thing that you have to do is ring your bank, tell them to cancel your last card, and they'll mail you a new one in 1 to 2 days. I don't know if you've heard about this, but there's a hole in the ozone layer, and it's mainly in this part of the world in New Zealand and Antarctica. So getting sunburned here or getting skin cancer is very real. So they say that in New Zealand it will take about 10 minutes to get sunburned, and I'm not talking about red skin or looking like a shrimp. I'm talking about blisters, and blisters are actually second-degree burns. Of course, it's different from person to person. Some people will burn fast faster. For me, it will take me less because I have darker skin, but still I'm very careful about being under the sun for too long. I'm very careful about putting on sunblock, and when I'm at the beach, I always try and find a shady area so that I can stay longer at the beach. So the very last thing I'm going to talk about is caring for the environment, and most Kiwis actually care for the environment. And like I said, it's part of the slogan, which is 100% pure New Zealand. So just living in New Zealand actually already reduces your carbon footprint because the base energy in New Zealand is renewable energy, unlike in America or Australia, wherein their base energy is coal. If you're in a restaurant, don't expect the restaurant to have plastic straws because they won't. There's actually a sign in Nando's here that said they're trying to be kind to the environment, so don't ask for a plastic straw. In comparison, when I was in America, all my drinks came out with a straw, and even though I asked the waitress not to put straw in my drink still came out with a straw, and that was really frustrating for me. Another thing is the use of single-use plastic bags. They discourage it here. Most businesses discourage it. There's a big supermarket here called Pack and Save, and they actually charge 10 cents per bag, and that just motivates their consumers to bring their own reusable bag. And another big supermarket called the Countdown is planning to phase out single-use plastic bags at the end of 2018, and this is because they did a survey with their consumers, and 80% of their consumers voted yes to phasing out single-use plastic bags. So I'm really proud of New Zealand and its people for taking initiatives to be kinder to the environment. I'm really happy to be here. This is actually a topic that I'm really passionate about, and that's why I live the way I live. I'm a minimalist. I'm very intentional with the things I buy. Like I didn't go shopping for one whole year, and this is the message that I want to share with my YouTube channel. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please let me know in the comments below what kind of videos you want me to do next. That's it for me today. I hope you're having a great day so far, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
You can't wait on other people to be what you've been called to be. You can't wait on their affirmation. You can't wait on their approval. You can't wait on their support. Sometimes you just got to run and look behind you and say, everybody who wants to run, run, but I can't stop running because you're not running with me. Listen to me, hear me. You can't stop chasing